Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 with me, Alpha Pi Omega, Meiou Taxes 3.0 and Novgorod. So we're starting this episode by having our beloved Crimean separatists raise against us. And they raised in the provinces where I actually have the forts. So this is extremely easy to deal with. So I'm just gonna send my armies and let them massacre the poor rebels. We also have, unfortunately, the Prussian pretender rebels spawning in the very north. I don't know how they got there, I just noticed them right now. And on related news, we have destroyed the rebel army in Nitsitapi, and we are going to take the provinces over here back under our control. So that's on the home front. As far as the future goes, we are still looking at Samar, having nothing actually happening there, which is interesting. And at Ochota, which I believe raised its total development by 1. I'm happy, I'm happy with this. Are we building Harbridge here? We are not. I think we didn't have the money though, did we? How are we doing on here? The unrest is gone due to the revolt, and the autonomy is dropping in both of our provinces. Okay, that is great. And are we improving the Harbridge here? We are. Okay, awesome. So that should help with the development. So let's see how our armies are going to deal with the Crimean rebels. It should be fairly easy. We have Alexei Yeletsky, a pretty damn good leader, attacking them, and the only leader they have is at the smaller army. So this will be easy. Okay. I managed to kill most of the rebels in the first few rounds. Yeah. They're gonna drop. Okay, so I can disband you guys now because I don't need you. You have suppressed the rebels. Okay, so we exchanged about 1,000 troops for 7,000 enemies, which is good. And they're getting attrition and Dikra. That's kind of good. This will be a bit more even. Oh, we didn't start well. Well, they're having a huge number of troops. And we're not that lucky when it comes to the rolls. Okay, it's getting better now. But I think we won't be able to suppress them. They will probably retreat. Yep, and they're retreating to where? We killed almost 10,000 and exchanged that. Oh, actually we did. Cool. Okay, I'm fine with that. So the next rebel uprising will be the Mongol separatists, which are going to raise in Shatkala, Alania, and Izum. So here. Cool, that is decent. As was mentioned before, we are working on increasing the influence over Shirvan. We are sending subsidies there, and we are going to send them a gift, which will make sure that once the subsidies kicks in, we can start annexing them, gaining the last 3 valuable provinces in here, creating a unified border with the Turks, with the exception of this place. How did I forget about you? How did I forget about you? The fort in Bavaria is being constructed, isn't it? No, that's still core. Okay. And I don't think they can get here over these mountains, so they will have to go around. I don't know where exactly they can pass, but I know that we'll need to fortify this place and this place. So a fort here would cost 720. That's a bit beyond our budget, but we'll have to deal with it. Okay, this fort has been well, this province has been retaken by the fort, so let's move all the forts and raise just these so that we have control over the rebels if they should spawn in here, which they will eventually. I think the unrest there, well, it's decent. Can we do something with our estates though? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. So promote and support commerce and provide tax relief. With clans, we're gonna reduce tributes. With clergy, we are going to lavish and endow the church. And with nobles, we are going to yield the concessions of ancient liberties. And then we're gonna go for the hit, which is going to be further removing one of their privileges. And what did we want it to do? I know that that's the one that increases welfare. And so lower their influence, lower prestige and yearly corruption decay. No, I think it's this one. Enforce realm authority over landlords. Codified privileges empower landlords across the realm of the blessings of apathetic oversight. Diminished the realm's presence across many. So that lowers their autonomy, lowers hierarchy, increases necessary amount of bureaucrats, but gives us extra welfare. So let's go for it. I mean, that's further going to tank the autonomy, which already you can see is fairly low. Damn. Okay. I'm down for that. Some of these provinces are getting below 80. That is amazing. The bug in Chednin is still present, but, you know, even there the autonomy is dropping. So I think we ought to be happy. Now, considering the situation, I wanted to build an actual capital in Samar. So building another one here is probably not a good idea, not to mention that we don't have a good province here. Well, we did build it here, right? Yeah, we have a capital in Arkon. Well, we'll deal with the rebels and we'll be happy. Happy. Okay, and what is this? Oh, I forgot that I had a project for the navies. That's also important. Okay. We do have enough though. Did I build too many? I think I might have. So I don't think we need you, but we need you. And we don't need you. I built too many. No. Yeah, too many. So let's send you to support the Baltic fleet. And you guys are... Oh, okay, so that's yet another one. We really had way too many. Steam frigate here, send you here. So how's our trade here? 51%. That is awesome. 53% here, which is also awesome. I don't see... Let's actually start collecting from trade here. I don't think why we should be transferring to the Aegean. That doesn't make any sense for us. So collecting from trade might be a better choice. And speaking of choices, I think you guys can drill as well. Pretty much everyone is drilling. I don't know how we're doing on the whole... the land force summit is increasing. That is decent. Naval force summit though, we're starting to hit very close. So let's be careful with that. So cool. Now the next step, if we are ever going to do something, is going to be fight the Spanish over the province in Canada. Over here. It has been occupied by Kanatskaya Oblast separatists, but I'm expecting them to send an army to deal with that. So, actually, though, I don't know if ships can pass there. I haven't seen. Well, maybe they'll just revert back to Kanatskaya Oblast. That would be cool. If they do, then there's no war. If they won't, then we might consider fighting the Spanish. But it would require me to deposit at least 2 full armies here to take care of the Spanish and the excessive commitment from the British. So yeah, that's one thing that we would have to deal with. But you know, if I declared, for example, on Castilian in Canada, well, I don't think it's worth it just for this one province. It just sucks. But, you know, a colonial war would be fun. It would be fun. Other than that, I think we might have a couple of peaceful decades and then call it a day because the game will end. Some of you called for, you know, attacking Zungar and some of these weaker neighbors. But again, this will bring more trouble than it's worth. Look at those provinces. This is the only one that's actually of any use. It would bring us overextension. It wouldn't bring us... I mean, come on. You know, there's things and there's things. Like Uriankad we could take. And Uriankad might be worth it. There are some valuable provinces here, but again, it would be a mess of... Remember how we dealt with the huge revolts everywhere, so this would be the same thing. Though, I mean, admittedly I could just fortify it, but I'm okay, I think. Well, the Spanish have done the right thing, and they never came back for the province. So now the entirety of Canada and Alaska are ours, plus the New Siberia. Isn't that awesome? Yes, it is, because I think it is. So that means that we have avoided a major war with Spain, and we can be happy. I just have to keep an eye on what's going on here, but they are doing very well as far as technology goes. So hopefully they will not lose any more provinces. It would be kind of weird if they did. What happened though is that I think our economy has collapsed a bit because honestly we're still losing, or we were gaining a lot of money and we are now losing. We have been losing for quite some time and I'm not sure what exactly happened. The trade is slightly lower than it was. But I also noticed that we are earning way less naval materials. So I think the problem that we're facing here is on a global scale. I noticed this even in the previous iteration of the game, that the economy can tank from time to time, and that is good. That is good. We have a bit in the bank we can hold a number of years, so I think it's gonna sort itself out. I've suppressed both of the uprisings in of the Mongolian rebels and of the Crimean rebels, and now we're just chilling. The Dagestani separatists will come very soon, but I don't think that's going to be something major to be afraid of. Where will they raise? Wait, will that be here? Kizlyar, Avaria and Kizlyar. Okay, so they're gonna raise here. So let's send you guys here to deal with this and raise the fort in Chechnya. I actually expected them to be somewhere else, but yeah, Dagestan, south of Russia, always knew that. Just thought it might have been somewhere else. But thinking about it, that makes absolutely no sense. Why would it be across the Caspian Sea? We have the necessary relations, but we cannot annex Shirvan yet because the integration has not been finished. It keeps telling me it's going to take 1 more year, which I'm okay with it. I don't have a problem with it. It showed a couple of minutes ago it showed like 3 years, so I think we're getting there. We're getting there. I started building a spy network in the Turkish Empire because I would like to see their current size of the military, and I would maybe even like to sow discontent there. We'll see. But I think it's going to be very hard making this work for us, because what's the chance of being found out? Still 0, but it's going to go exponentially up. Spy detection in Turkish Empire. Pragmatic action. They have a lot of corruption though. No, we do have a lot of corruption. Oh, okay. So that's our stat. But okay, so them being a rival, pragmatic action, okay, I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I have strengthened the fleets that are sailing. You guys know that we have the Levant fleet composing pure out of steam frigates. We have the Baltic fleet, it's also purely steam frigates. And we also have other fleet, which is the Far East fleet. And that one needs to get upgraded, but as I don't really have the naval materials for that, and we are kind of bleeding out as far as that goes, I think well, also there's 12 of them. Let's park them in Ochota for now. It's gonna hit our trade a bit, but I don't think that this would be such a major draw for us. So, wait, actually that makes no sense. We don't have the money to upgrade them, so what am I thinking? It's actually dumb. So, no, you just keep on doing whatever you want. I've been also looking into one thing that's kind of interesting, and is a bit of a sidetrack, so bear with me here, but I wanted to see, because, you know, a couple of you asked me over the time what I want to play next, and I want to play the Jewish nation that is in today's Kenya and near to the Horn of Africa. It's a completely different territory. And you can see that there is a lot of Jewish people there. Oh, there are some here, but in other provinces there's way more of them. Which province was that? Oh, there's the Copt Christianity there still. Was it the Gujam? Oh yeah, Gujam and Damot. These two have a large... Oh, actually no, just Gujam has a large Jewish minority. But one of these provinces starts as a Jewish place, and I was kind of interested in seeing how they're faring, and there is a still large Jewish minority there, and as you can see there are even some Copt or Miaphysite provinces, which is kind of interesting. They haven't really gotten it under the control, you know, as long as we're talking about Egypt. So I'm interested in seeing if we, when we play it next time, will be able to spread it. But the reason why I was looking into that was basically I was interested in seeing how well the assimilation goes. Because when you look at some of our provinces, they have only Orthodox population. So I thought maybe we eliminated some of them, but then there are provinces like Chuvash that still keep bleeding out some of the Sunnite population, but there still is some. And then I found a couple of provinces that actually have 0 Sunni. Wait, what? Oh, you're not converted yet. But now I can't find them, so what the hell. But I noticed that probably as long as there used to be... Well, but it doesn't work that way here. I found that as long as there was that population at some time, it would still keep showing 0, but now I'm starting to doubt that, because... Yeah, well, maybe it shows it because there is still some chance of them growing up. I don't know. It's weird. So basically I wanted to tell you something, and now I found out that I actually don't know what I'm talking about, so what the hell. Anyway, as far as our empire goes, we're doing very good. The overextension is going to be gone very soon. We are drilling our armies. We are not drilling you, so let's start with that. As I said, we're bleeding out a bit of money, but that's fine. That's fine. We're not that good as far as technology goes, though, because I checked that we have 50, 53, 50, while, for example, the Turks have 53, 53, 53. It's gonna start changing in a bit once we get more tax, especially the military. But what I don't like is that they are heading full speed ahead. Well, they actually will get the breech-loaded rifleman or the Jominian infantry or their equivalent in a couple of years while we'll be behind. But, you know, it's one more reason why to check the administration of the Turks and see what they are up to. Because, you know, I don't want that invasion. But we have a strong fortification going on here. We're building the fort in Upsility, and we have a number of allies: Egypt, Gyaravids, we got the British. So I don't think that the Turks will be crazy and go after us. Well, you know, the other way around, we might be crazy and go after them. But right now, I really don't feel pressure to do anything. I got all of the territory that I wanted and some extra. We get our colonies. Things are just looking fine for us. So yeah, I'm kind of running out of ideas what to do. I just want to chill, see how we're going to develop, and if that's okay for you, then that's okay for me. I achieved everything that I ever dreamed of. So yeah. Anyway, that's all for this episode with the burden of taxation, and I'll see you next time with more Europa Universalis IV Novgorod.